A new documentary from the investigative team at inewsource is set to premiere this weekend. It tells the story of a Navy SEAL's desperate journey to reclaim sanity after undergoing an experimental brain treatment and enduring a psychotic break. It's been 2 years in the making. inewsource investigative reporter Jill Castellano joins us now with more details. Thanks for joining us. This documentary follows a former Navy SEAL who gets experimental brain treatments from a UC San Diego doctor. Tell us what happens next.
Yes, that's right. In fact, the veteran received over 200 of these experimental brain treatments by a doctor at UC San Diego, and he started to develop manic symptoms, but his doctor continued to treat him anyway. Eventually, the veteran, John Surmont, had a full psychotic break in mid-2017, even though he had no history of psychosis. And it was a very difficult journey for him. He became delusional. He thought he was on a secret mission, some kind of military operation. He started wandering the streets of Los Angeles for several days, breaking into cars and homes. And you have to remember, this is a Navy SEAL. He's trained to kill. So this is a very dangerous situation for himself and for the public. And you can see a little bit more about his story. We have a clip to share with you, a preview of the documentary.
When my ex-wife would interact, she did say there's a noticeable difference between the John that left, went to Afghanistan, and the John that's back. I think I was really just irritable. I didn't sleep well. That's kind of how it began. There were times where I would just start crying, like for no reason, just literally sit here and just burst into tears. We've been thinking about you, thinking about how to help you, and we've come to find out about this experimental brain treatment. That's where it all started to unravel.
Jill, the doctor who did this treatment has made some big claims about the technology and calls himself a pioneer in the field. What did you at inewsource find out about him?
Yes, it's an interesting story. So through the course of the investigation, my colleague and I interviewed Dr. Kevin Murphy, who conducted these treatments for over 13 hours, and he provided over 400 pages of documentation. He was very cooperative. Dr. Murphy is under the impression that he's been wrongfully accused, that his treatments work, and that ultimately there are people out to get him who are jealous of his success. But over the course of the investigation, we were able to uncover that his claims about the effectiveness of his treatment are actually entirely unfounded. We spoke with a number of experts in his field and medical ethics experts, and they were concerned that some of his statements were unethical and that they prey on people who are desperate and looking for some help with very serious illnesses.
This is startling stuff, and it's really upsetting to see it play out on someone like a Navy SEAL who served his country so faithfully. This inewsource report was originally published early last year. Have to ask you, has anything changed since that time?
Yes, there's been a number of developments. The doctor is no longer working at UC San Diego. In fact, in August of 2020, the UC San Diego system released a report. They had done their own internal investigation and found that the doctor had been misusing a $10 million research fund to help benefit his private businesses as a part of his experimental brain treatments. They are no longer working with him, and they're actually suing the doctor for fraud and other charges. And now Dr. Kevin Murphy has countersued the university for wrongful termination. So that is still playing out in San Diego court.
Jill Castellano with inewsource.org. This is a big, important topic. We're going to direct our viewers to where they can watch more. Thank you for your time today to preview this. The premiere of Rewired is this coming Sunday, November 21st, from 6 to 8:30 p.m. on the hangar of the USS Midway Museum. The event is free, and you can attend in person or live stream the film. To register or to donate, you can go to inewsource.org/rewired-documentary.